Hello students! This week we are diving further into your literature review as well as fields in psychology. So for week 5 we've got a couple different assignments than you're used to now, so I definitely want to go over those really quickly so you're kind of aware of what's coming up. So first things first, the chapters you'll be reading this week are Dunnen-Hallinan chapter 4 and 9. So we are skipping around a little bit, so pay attention to those chapters. Read those ones for this week. By the end of this first half of the class, we'll have read the entire Dunnen-Hallinan book. And then the second half of the class, we will read the entire Stanovich book. But we are going a little out of order this week. But we'll get to all of the chapters. So the two big assignments this week are your workshopping your topic with peer review assignment and your fields in psychology assignment. So with these assignments, they're each a little bit different than what you're used to. So your workshopping your topic with peer review kind of takes the place of your discussion board this week. So think of it like that. Start this assignment early. You've already decided on your topic or been mulling over some topics. You've got some feedback from me on your topics by this point. So make sure that you use that as you go into this workshopping your topic assignment. So for this assignment, there's essentially two worksheets. You'll do the first yourself and then you'll do the second one for peers. So this first assignment, the workshopping your topic, this is due by Wednesday. So the due date is Wednesday, and then this second worksheet is due Friday. So the due date overall is for this first worksheet. So did I open that up? Nope, I did not. So what this is you take your topic, you've already picked it or had some feedback, maybe you're still mulling a few over. What I want you to do is find some research on that topic, at least one research article using the tools that we talked about in a previous lecture. Find at least one research article on that topic that might be useful for you for your literature review. So here in your worksheet, so this is your worksheet for your topic. So you put your name, you put the topic sentence, a little bit about the topic. You put the title of a research article you found, and then you could also just copy and paste the APA citation and put it here. Then here you copy and paste the abstract of that article. So just the abstract, you just copy and paste the entire abstract here. So if you see your Turnitin report, what is it that we use on this campus? It's not Turnitin, it's something else. I can't remember it offhand now. But whatever the checker is for plagiarism, it might highlight that whole section because you are copying and pasting that abstract. And this is going to be useful, and you'll see why. Then these are some of the main areas of this worksheet. Describe how this article might help you write about your topic. So what do you think is going to be useful about this article? What's going to be helpful? Is it going to be the intro, the discussion, the stats, the discussion of this construct or this construct? What from this article do you think will be useful as you go to actually read it? And then here, this is related to the article, but also your topic as a whole. List or describe a few of the ideas that you want to learn about to discuss in your paper. So this kind of gets you some ideas. You found this one article, but what are the topics that are going to be included in your paper? You have your primary topic, but what areas about that topic do you want to focus on? Do you also need to talk about some other constructs that are related to it? So that's this section. So it gets you mulling over your topic, what are connected topics, what are other topics you're going to be discussing in your paper, and another big thing is you're finding one good research article here. So that is what you fill out, you turn that in this assignment drop box. So obviously it's going to look a little different to you. There will be a place to actually submit it for you. I guess I haven't actually published this, so it's saying that it's not available yet. So leave student view, but when you go to it, it'll be published. You'll be able to submit that assignment. So after you've submitted that assignment, so get it turned in by the due date. Again, that is Wednesday the 21st. With that, if you turn it in on time, essentially a few hours later, early in the morning on the 22nd, so Thursday the 22nd, the program itself is going to assign you 2 peer reviews. So essentially it's going to send this worksheet to 2 peers, or possibly more than 2 peers. And then you are going to get 2 peers worksheets. So turn this first thing in on time by Wednesday, and then you will get a notification in this workshopping your topic page. You'll get a notification that there's a peer review that you need to do. There should be 2, there might even be 3. So do at least 2 peer reviews so that other peers can get feedback. And that is done with this. So you will read their assignment. You'll see what they're doing their paper on. You'll see what they think is going to be useful from their article that they found. You're going to see what other topics are related to it. You'll see the abstract from their article. So read all that, and then you'll give them feedback. You will give your peer feedback about this. So put your name as the reviewer. So this is the reviewer's worksheet. So workshopping a peer's topic. So this is the peer review. So describe what you understood the classmate's topic to be. So they've described it in their own words, but if they're confusing in how they've written it or how they've described it, let them know here. Say, I think you're talking about this, but maybe you were talking about this. I was a little confused. If you're really clear and they were really clear, this part will be really easy. You say, well, you're clearly talking about this topic. What other topics or points would you like to see your peer cover? So if they've talked here in these other topics of some connected ideas, but you're like, oh, I think you're missing this piece, put that here. Say, hey, maybe you should also talk about this. If you know a little bit about this topic or a little bit about this research, you could say, hey, maybe check into this kind of area as well. So it could be a really big area, it could be a really small area as you're filling out this peer review worksheet. So, and then this is a really important part. What was confusing about your peer's topic or article? So was the article and the abstract that they used, did it not really match their topic? What were you confused about in general from their worksheet? So is there things they can clarify? This will really help that peer when they go and do their work. So additional comments for your peer, you can say, good job. You could say, hey, maybe do this slightly differently. Oh, hey, I found this article that maybe you could use. I don't expect that from most of you unless you find that you're reviewing someone who's doing the same topic. And then there's a couple points for you, the reviewer. So as you're reviewing, when you review your peer's work, what did you learn about that you will change in your paper? So the way they wrote about something, how they put things together or ideas or concepts, did that make you decide to change anything about the way you're writing your paper? Any topics to add, things like that. And having seen another person's topics and thoughts and articles, what kind of articles now, having done a peer review, so you found one article, you've done a peer review, now, what kind of articles do you think you need to find on your own topic? So this first section above the red is all about that peer's worksheet. Then this is, based on doing that, reviewing that peer's worksheet, what did you learn that you will apply to your own paper? So again, this first worksheet here is due Wednesday. This second worksheet where you're reviewing at least 2 peers' papers. So since it's automatic, since Canvas will automatically assign these peer reviews, you might see 3 that you're supposed to do. Feel free to do all 3, but you're required to do 2. And hopefully enough people are turning it in that you are reviewing at least 2. If Canvas doesn't give you 2, just email me, let me know, and I can adjust that and send you some manually. So that is your workshopping your topic for peer review assignment. It's one of the big ones this week, so get to work on that quickly at the beginning of the week, because you're finding an article, you're writing your own worksheet, you're reviewing peers' worksheets and sending them feedback. And this is really going to help with that brainstorming of what to write in your final literature review. You're going to learn more about your topic as you do this. You're going to learn more about writing and the process from reviewing another peer's work. So that's going to be really great. Your other assignment this week is the Fields in Psychology project. This is more similar to the readings that we're doing. So chapters 4 and 9. You will be looking for some more information on a career in the field of psychology that you're interested in. Looking up things like the average wage, the required certifications you might need, because we've talked about a lot of these kind of broadly and talked about a few specifics, but now you're going to dive in. I think I want to do this career. This is a lot of information about that career. And for turning that in, Let's go back to the modules. It's actually turned in a discussion board format as well. So you'll go here, you'll see the questions, and then you'll click here to submit it. And essentially you're submitting this in a discussion board so other people can see that career, see those options. This isn't like a normal discussion board. I'm not expecting you to respond and reply to these discussion boards. You can ask additional questions if you want, but really this is just a nice place where you can put, hey, I found all this information about this career. That could be really useful for one of your peers too. So that is why it's turned in this discussion board thread. So basically everybody's seeing everybody else's work this week. You're seeing your work on your lit review, how you're doing, your brainstorming, things like that. You're seeing a little bit more about careers in psychology. So there's a lot of teamwork being done separately in this asynchronous manner this week. So hopefully that you will see those peer reviews come into your inbox, or it probably won't actually come into your inbox. You'll have to come back to this page and it will tell you, or it's supposed to tell you over here, that there's peer reviews available. So you'll click on that, complete those by Friday. All right, and I think that is it. You do have a couple lectures this week. Where is my introduction? So lectures on chapters 4 and chapter 9, and especially since you're starting to read research articles, I wanted to review some of the statistics we use in psychology. So you don't have any extra reading for that, but do watch this lecture so that you can review things like correlation. What is a correlation? How do we see differences between groups and mean differences? What does a exploratory factor analysis do? What's a regression model? So these kinds of things you'll see in the papers that you're reading. So I wanted to review them since some of you have had a stats class, and this will be a really easy lecture. Some of you have not had a stats class, and so getting a little bit of a reminder, or maybe this might be the first time you're hearing some of these, it's really concept focused. It's not numbers focused. It's like, what do these stats concepts mean? So I know this was a long intro video for the week, but these assignments are a little different than what we've experienced before. So I wanted to try and really spell out exactly what's going to happen with them. So have a good week. I'm glad we're all working together on these papers and learning more about the field of psychology.